I made me a vow to the moon and stars. I'd search the honky tonks and bars, kill that man that gave me that awful name.
Yeah.
Well, it was Gatlinburg in mid-July. I just hit town and my throat was dry. Thought I'd stop off and have myself a brew. And then an old saloon on a street of mud. There at a table, dealing stud was that dirty mangy dog that named me Sue. Well, I knew that snake was my old sweet dad from a worn-out picture that my mother had. And I knew that scar on his cheek and his evil eye. He was big and bent and gray and old, and I looked at him and my blood ran cold, and I said, "My name is Sue.
How do you do? Now you're gonna die."
Yeah, that's what I told him. Well, I hit him hard right between the eyes, and he went down, but to my surprise, came up with a knife and cut off a piece of my ear. But I busted a chair right across his teeth. Crashed through the wall and into the street. I kicked it and I gouged it in the mud, the blood, the beer. I tell you, I fought tougher men, and I really can't remember when. He kicked like a mule and he bit like a crocodile. I heard him laugh and I heard him cuss. He went for his gun and I pulled my purse, and he stood there looking at me and I saw him smile. And he said, "Son, this world is rough, and if a man's gonna make it, he's gotta be tough." And I knew I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I gave you that name and I said goodbye. I knew you'd either have to get tough or die, and it's that name that helped to make you strong. He said, "You know, you just fought one hell of a fight, and I know you hate me and you got the right to kill me now, and I wouldn't blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die for the gravel in your guts and the spit in your eye, because I'm that son of a bitch that named you Sue." What could I do? What could I do? I got all choked up, threw down my gun, called him a paw, he called me a son, came away with a different point of view. And I think about him every now and then, every time I try and every time I win. And if I ever have a son, I think I'm gonna name him Bill or George, anything but Sue. I still hate that name.